All right, solo practice video, 2nd of July 2020. This video is really for Mark Holland more than anybody, but to give you some tools about how to test the Georgian sword. So we'll start with some actions with sword alone that are useful. There's a 3-cut sequence. That's a really common one that we use. Feeling your way through this will be good. You'll start with the sword up on your left shoulder in essence, cut down and to your right, roll through as if you were wearing a watch here, checking the time. What time is it? Time to kill somebody, right? So it becomes I'm here, cut, 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 cut. Right, from the side, this becomes boom. Right, and against the Pel, this is expressed as right, simple 3-cut sequence. And we can also then pick up the buckler and do the similar thing. Another useful sequence, hanging parry drills. So this becomes one where I'm out, catch, strike, catch, strike, 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 keeping it up. From the sides, again, it becomes catch, this one we do and often will put the buckler with. This is also, by the way, a really useful one, Josh, for your basket hilt stuff. With a targe or with a buckler, we can do similar things. If I'm here, right, and I'll start Georgian, but we can from here easily roll to catch myself on the, all right, so we go boom, 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 boom. Those upper strikes. Now, the core striking mechanic of Georgian tends to involve the buckler and the sword linked together. Hold this way so you can see. And this is why the length of that crossguard is important, because we snug these two together. Literally even overlapping the thumbs sometimes. So you can see my hands here. And this position, A, B, C, D, right? All right. Here, here, here. So, guard positions that Elashvili shows us. Right, in this case, when I'm down here, my point should be roughly knee height, and my hands are still stacked behind the buckler like this, like you can see. Right? So I start parallel, rotate, 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 here, and now sideways, Elashvili only shows us under. But most buckler positions, a lot of people will have an under and an over variant, but here and here, right? And these are held feet square, like you're back squatting, right? Elbows tucked in to hide behind the buckler. And in this, we strike one of a couple ways, either by projecting the hands together lightly behind the buckler, right? So if I'm here, it becomes, and we can make big strikes with this, right? Because I parry by catching with the edge of the buckler. All right, so I can come. But these strikes with the stuff joined are considered, they're normally light harassing strikes. This is what I do to right? We're here and it becomes a pop, 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 right? Quick, quick, quick. I can also make these strikes by playing a variant where my hand, rather than sticking, I'll still parry with these together, but I will make my strikes by darting my hand out and bringing it back. Again, light harassing strikes in this case. We're here it goes. Light harassing strikes, this little flicker. This is particularly useful for actions, and one you're going to want to test is cutting high-low, right? So we're here, it becomes cut, cut, boom, boom. From the side here, strike, strike low. So if I'm here, it becomes snap, snap, right? So here, pop, pop. Against the target, this often works pretty well. It's a very common sequence. Right on here, pop, 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 pop. With continued movement right on here, pop, pop. Moving around, and this is, normally I take this even a little lower. On the PAL I can't, because of relative height, I don't want to chew up the support. But you can have some real fun with this if you can get into some 3-strike sequences. Pop, pop, pop. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. And you'll notice as I do this, on that last one, the first couple, I'm pop, pop, keeping close. On the third one, as it comes around, bam, and I'll pull, moving to the profiled guards. Elashvili shows us 2 profiled guards, what I've dubbed H and I. There is, or here we have H and I. There is another one that shows up in some different manuscripts, which I'm just call it J. It's akin to fiddle bow, if you're familiar with that one, right? Where my blade is angled across behind the buckler, down to protect my arm. This is a very strong guard, right? I can come in behind this and keep myself safe and then play off of it. If you remember, we were playing with this before, right? It becomes a... So when we make powered blows, we're usually going to come through here, here, or here. Either to or from, right? Our choices here, here, and here. So in this sequence of 3, I'm here, right? It becomes tap, light blow, tap, light blow. And here, what do I do? Pop, pop, right? Then here I'm flowing through that low and around, right? I come boom. Right? I can also change up sides with this, right? Snap a light blow, I can do this easily. Boom, boom. Where do I end? Right? In that low guard, right? Snap. Right? Snap. Boom. We have choices. Right? If I come here, bump, and from this, so Kevser canon is that if I have a blow coming in from over here, if you were striking to my left shoulder, my cover would be to jam my sword and buckler into it, structuring everything to hold it. So let's say I have a blow coming in from my right. So if I go to cut here, and I cut and you've covered me, you're going to return along the same plane. From here, I jam up and follow my 3 S's. Seek, suppress, strike. These seem to hold fairly constant for Georgian swordplay. What do I do when a blade comes in? Right, I'm getting struck. Seek, suppress, strike. Very often I'll use the buckler. For actions against a thrust, some things to think about. Against high thrusts, I just shift with my sword and buckler joined. Against a low thrust, right, I can't necessarily get down like this quickly enough. So in those cases, what I'll do is I'll sweep through here, right? So if a thrust comes low, parry with the sword, check, and strike, right? So against that low thrust, this rolls in front, this checks down, that gives me the counter. Yeah. So, your main actions, the other one to practice is literally just coming from here and striking through to rejoin, right? Your basic big blow. I'm here. So, to sum, little joined actions, either completely joined or with the sword hand fluid but hand hiding behind. Big actions. With the buckler out and supporting. Yeah, should give you some ideas, and I'll get you some video footage with some bouting in it, just to give some ideas.